Hey guys, so on one of my pages that I'm with for Facebook, um, we're doing videos. Every week it's different. There's different ones. This week, I believe, is how did you know that you were transgender? Um, well, let me see. I'll start out with my transition because to me, for myself, um, personally, it kind of came in stages. Um, I wasn't fully aware of how I was and who I was that I am now until I talked to somebody. I liked that person a lot, and it turned out that the person was FTM as well, and it also had to do with watching different people. Um, I saw the catfish episode. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are aware of the transgender one. It was pretty cute. Um, and it made me more aware that, okay, well, there are a lot of other transgenders out there. Um, and so I did a lot more research into it. And I realized that throughout my transitioning and me being the age that I was when I came out, and till now I'm 20, and I decided that I was going to share my story with you. Um, I came out to my parents when I was 10, but I knew that I was physically and mentally attracted to women when I was 8. I didn't fully understand the whole feeling until I dated my first girlfriend when I was 10. Um, I also wasn't completely sure with coming out with anything like that until I started watching a lot more TV. And back in the day when I was younger, about 8, 10, 11ish, a lot of the gay rights stuff started popping up. And I did a lot of research on how I was feeling personally. And, I did research on bisexuality, being a lesbian, pansexual, transgender. I didn't really go too much into it, but it was more of the bisexual and lesbian aspect of it. And for me, it took me a while. I started, like many young girls and young guys do, when they start to question their sexuality. I started out as bisexual. I was trying to see if I still had feelings for guys as much as I did for women. I dated 2 guys, and it just wasn't there for me. As much as I loved them, I couldn't truly give them 100% of my love because I didn't feel physically or mentally attracted to them. It was more of a, I really like your personality and I kind of want to try to give it a shot, just because back in the day, like it is now, coming out and saying that you're gay or bisexual or anything like that isn't the most easiest topic ever, just because of the way that people feel and people's beliefs. And so I tried to be straight, I tried to be bisexual. And when I was about 16, I pretty much came out to my family fully that I was a lesbian. I had no desire to be with a guy whatsoever. I didn't want anything to do with it. I was done with that road. And it was something that I loved coming out and talking to people about. Um, I was never big on makeup. Yeah, I have a couple of pictures. I do, if I'm going to go out for a huge family event, yeah, I'll put eyeliner on and I'll try to look girly for some of the family members that don't know that I'm gay, or didn't know that I was gay, or know that I'm transgender. But I wasn't into the girly clothes. I wasn't into doing the girly things that girls do. I was never into it. I was more into the football, the sports, cars, doing guy things, hanging out with the guys, doing all that. Um, and it opened up my eyes a lot to how I was feeling. And so I came out 2 months ago, successfully. Well, not successfully. I kind of just hinted here and there to my mom, and my dad, he knows, as he informed me of the last time we had a conversation. that he's not stupid. I know he's not stupid. I didn't know how to really talk to him about it because I'm his daughter. Most parents are kind of like, oh, but you're his baby girl and princess and all that. And no, I've always been his tomboy daughter. But I came out to them and told them, and then about a couple of weeks ago, I finally had the conversation, kind of sort of conversation with them. And they weren't really happy that they found out a lot of things on my last video that I did with the note cards and the confessions and all of that, but it was definitely a huge icebreaker because my dad told me that he respected it and he would try to stop calling me by my birth name. But of course, like I've said, nicknames, they come with a lot of different meanings and everything like that, and it's definitely hard to get rid of some nicknames, but both him and my mom said that they would try to start transitioning into calling me Landon and using the pronouns and nouns and everything like that. So that was definitely a huge thing for me. I know I shared it on my last video, but I didn't go into like huge detail about it. And then I was more worried about my younger siblings and my nephews and my niece. But I told my younger brother, and he's fine with it. He called me Landon for the first time the other day. It was pretty cool. And then I told my younger sister. She understands it. She's like, oh, okay, well, as long as you're happy. Yeah, so, and then the older one, the 18-year-old, I haven't really went into the whole thing with him. I don't think it would really faze him one bit. I'll tell him one of these days, but it's not something on my top priority list. But my little nephew, who will be 3 in May, calls me uncle, which is cute. I think it just has to deal with the fact that he lives with all guys now. And, he doesn't really get to see any of his nieces or cousins, girls, anything like that, unless he goes to visit his grandparents. And so, I've got there's nothing wrong with that. I actually like it. It's cute. He doesn't understand it, so he just thinks it's something that's cute, that, oh, I'll just call you uncle. So I'm like, all right, well, even though it's not something that he fully understands, it still makes me feel great about myself. But yeah, I just thought I would share that with you guys, how I knew I was transgender. I've never been comfortable in my body. I know I'm physically a woman, but mentally, I've never felt like it. And I'm doing things slowly but surely to change that. Next week's video is going to be on why we chose the name, and the weeks after that talk about relationships and dating and everything like that. If you need a page and you want to talk about stuff and submit your stuff, Transgender Discussion is the group that I belong to. So I'm giving you guys a shout out. But if you want information or need anything, let me know, and I'll give you the page and you can go and like it, or become a friend, everything like that, and make videos, help other transgenders and your communities everywhere, because like anybody, everybody's scared to come out and talk to people about it because of how the world is and how everybody perceives and judges and all of that. So I'm Landon. I wanted to just share my story with you guys, and I hope you liked it. So yeah, that's my story. So this heart is for you guys. Keep a smile on your face. You're all beautiful and you're all handsome. I hope you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you're at. And I will see you guys next week.